on YouTube has now begun, so I will begin the translation from here. So we may have missed the first few minutes, but now we're going through the introductions of the translation teams. This right here is the Cantonese translation group, and then this is the Malaysian translation group. And here I want to especially call out Sister Wu Jingyan, who actually does not understand Mandarin Chinese. So she actually listens to the English translation first and then translates it to Malaysian. So it is, of course, much more difficult, but she has not been taken down by the fact that this would be a difficult task and has instead actually invited yet another member, a team member, who now does the same translating of the English translation of the original Chinese version. And so that is, I believe, Sister Fang Li, Ye Fang Li on the bottom right, if I caught that correctly. And so because of this, because they're listening to the English interpretation, it is, of course, very important for the English interpretation to be understandable for them as well. And then on this page, we have the Hakanese translation team. And almost all the members of the Hakanese translation team are professionals or close to professionals, including, for example, instructors for Hakanese. So here are some of our written reflections from folks who've listened to some of our sessions. On the left, we have a written reflection from Sister Mary Kay, who is in the US. She was able to join one of the recent study groups live, and she's sharing about in one of the recent sessions, there was an author who had joined and shared about a book that the author had written about 5 of Dharma Master Zheng Yin's senior or grand disciples. And that process took some 6 years or so to really gather the stories and the history to be able to write out that story. And so she was sharing how that was something that was a very big and important effort, and praising the author for doing so. There is an author who also had actually shared the story of Sister Mary and her husband, Brother William Kay, and how after meeting Tzu Chi in the 90s, a couple of years later, after engaging with Tzu Chi for a couple of years, they decided to actually give up their business or give up their professional lives to dedicate all of their times to Tzu Chi. On the right, we have Sister Fang Wen and her written reflection. She is from Austin, Texas. So she was sharing that it's actually been some time since she has been back in the study group live at Kaohsiung. And she was very happy to be back, and she feels that she's been involved with the study group in many different roles over the years, and she feels that so many people who share and who are on these teams are her idols. One of the same authors that were discussed in Sister Mary's sharing, she had shared how that author, despite battling sickness for some time, was still very committed to her cause and the missions of Tzu Chi. And she was very moved by that, how she, despite the pains of sickness, could still sustain her aspirations and her wishes. Here, Sister Meiyun has also mentioned that Dharma Master Daai from the abode has recently passed away, and so we all wish her well. So, okay, so it sounds like there was a book written specifically about our online study group. So this book in Chinese is called 月上云端, which English approximately translates to going to the cloud to study together. And we welcome you to read the book and then share your reflections about the book in the way that a lot of these different photos that you saw a moment ago did. You can also take a photo with that book so that we can share your photo and your sharing. And now on screen we have our guided reading team. Which looks like consists of I'm not sure if 39 people is the entire team or if it's for extended staff as well, but it's a very large team supporting the guided readings. So on the left right here, we can see life is in this way. When we are with people who are joyful and happy and positive, that brings that sort of spirit to us as well. So it's very important who we surround ourselves with. So as you all know, every session that we have, it's very important, all of the comments that you leave. For example, in one of our recent sessions, I think we had maybe more than 100 comments. Here are some of these comments that you can see right here on the slide. So we see comments both about just folks excited to join the study group, as well as folks specifically sharing after certain speakers have spoken and about what they have reflected and feel from those sessions. As one example on this slide right here, one of our guided readers or guided reading guides was actually Sister Zhuang Shi, who is, if I heard correctly, in her 80s. Who's in her 80s right now. But folks are sharing, you cannot tell her age at all for how well she leads these sessions and how eloquently she speaks. And here are some comments for a doctor in the Taichung Tzu Chi hospital who specifically helps patients with their pain. So that's Dr. Tang Zongyong, or Director Tang Zongyong. So folks, grateful to, I believe, him for his sharings and what they were able to learn from that for managing their own pain. There was also sharing with a couple of speakers altogether, so there were comments for that session as well. There was a session speaking about, I believe, there's a center in the Hualien City Hospital that supports folks with dementia. And then so Sister Lily Koo was sharing about her experience taking care of a family member many years ago, and that experience and how she connected to the sharing that day. So no matter where you are, please feel free to share lots of your comments throughout the study group, and we're happy to share it here on screen as well. You can see here there are a lot of English sharings or comments as well. I'll let you read those on your own if you so like. On YouTube as well, you can leave comments, and that can be again in different languages as well. And so even if you're not listening live, if you go on YouTube and you listen to the replay or watch the replay later, you're also free to leave comments as well. There's here, for example, a volunteer in England or from the UK. Now, Sister Ran Si, aside from her illustrations, she also is joining what I believe is the editing team for the study group. And so she joins our study groups, and through listening to the sessions, she actually creates illustrations for each of the speakers, which is, of course, a remarkable talent. So now, on to our next session.
Okay, so next session, we're going to call out to the United States. Sister Lin Lurong, she's the coordinator of the Central American Tzu Chi care team. So we can reflect the old stories we can see from the old history of Tzu Chi, and we found many people all came up in the clip, and we know, oh, okay, they did a lot of things a long time ago. This is the history of the same day. So we can see from 2002, this is actually about the school that we built in the Project Hope after the earthquake, 9/21 earthquake. This is about the school in La Romana, which is in Dominican Republic. Master promised right away to build a school. After the hurricane, Tzu Chi people go there to assess the disaster. We can see that after they built the school in 2000, the school was finished, completed. But then you can see a lot of students here standing outside So we know that we need to expand the school. Okay, see, this is the Dominican Republic. All the children are so happy to have the new school. Sister Lin Lurong used to be the CEO in New Jersey branch office. And they have established the food pantry.
The food pantries will only provide, which is very different than others.
This is something really that work out in our community. Brother Jiyu is the husband of Sister Lin Lurong. Either in Central or Southern America or in New Jersey, Sister Lin Lurong did a lot of things. Now let's take a look at the war in Ukraine to see what Sister Lin Lurong did. We also wish that next year we can invite Sister Yijie in the UK to join our sharing here. They spend all their effort to help with the refugees, Ukraine refugees. Both of them are all more than 70 years old. But they went to Warsaw to help with the Ukraine refugees. We're talking about a million people, a million refugees. It's really touching. In every country that have disaster, we can see both of this couple showing up. We can see Brother Zhonghan also. They all have came to our site, our study group site here in Kaohsiung.
这一次特别是眼科病房的动土，那未来呢，西医、中医、牙医还有这个眼科病房都能造福周遭许多。
This is the groundbreaking for an operation room for the eyes for ophthalmology. We wish them with our best wishes to have a better place to take care of the people here.
所以我们一起透过通关密语来跟他们相见欢哈，一起来，我喜欢和你在一起。
This big Bodhisattva is going to share with us. We like to be with you because you have positive energy. But guess where is she? Is she in United States? Actually, she is in the abode. Can you hear us? Okay, I can hear you. Oh, if Brother Jiyu is there, you can show up together. So, Sister Lin Lurong actually can talk 3 days and night about her story. But we only here today to say something about Central America. Dear Master and all our audience around the world, good morning, good afternoon, and good night. I'm thankful that I have all these, all my old clips showing up. Thank you. Because all this affinity with Guatemala, We bring our love there, even including Southeast Asia. I have been to 27 countries. It's good that Master gave me this chance to make affinity with all the people around the world. This is in Guatemala. I also shared last time when I went to Kaohsiung. Guatemala has a very beautiful story to share. You can see there was no Tzu Chi people there at the beginning. So now we have already, the opportunity already mature. You can see the First Lady of Guatemala try to establish a community, St. Augustine, a community children's center. And we were there to do a bazaar to collect the funds. The bazaar is actually in front of the presidential office, the square. You can see many people came to support us. This is in Casahoga, then Comigo. It's that all these children is in the shelter. That we have the long-term caring. Tzu Chi people has been taking care of them for a while. You can see the staff that we support them in front of the table and taking care of them. This is in 2002. That's the bazaar that we collect started breaking the ground to build the children's center. There are many single parent mother have to go to work, so their kids have nobody to take care. So they have this shelter to take care of these children, thousands of them. At the beginning, we do the charity in Guatemala, so they can see us, the government, so they ask Tzu Chi to help with the children in the shelter. At the beginning, the children does not know us at all. But now when they see our uniform, the blue shirt, they were so happy and come to hug us. So love is actually, you have to be perseverant. You have to spend a lot of time and effort to bring love to them. This is in 2006 when the children's center is completed. This is also the First Lady. It's almost 20 years now. And the love is still going on there. That's in 2010 that we built an Oriental Elementary School, Tzu Chi Oriental Elementary School. Initially, it was built through the nuns from Canada, but they didn't finish, so we pick it up and help them finish. So finally, we complete the school. And we can see our ambassador and also the Peninsula city mayor. And one of the teachers make a Chinese clothes, Chinese qipao, and guiding the children to do the sign language performance. It's about the Jinsi aphorism, so it's great for them to learn our master's teachings. This is in 2011. All our volunteer there to cooperate with the city, the Peninsula city, to build another children's center in Padre do Grande. Used to be a health clinic, so we rebuilt the whole center. So Master said, children is the hope of the society, so we cannot wait to educate them. Now we can provide a very good environment for the children to learn. So education is the way to guide them to get away from the poverty. And that's after regularly every year we will go there to give the children school supplies and then the scholarship also. This is how we give them the education of love. Yeah, because they wear the uniform so tidy that if you don't look carefully, you don't know that they are from Guatemala. You might mistaken them as the kids from Europe. This is another year of distribution about all the school supplies and scholarship also. So we can see that the kids in uniform and their demeanor is such amazing. This is called Tzu Chi, humanistic. Even their parents are very happy to see that their children has such a good demeanor. Here, I want to share, I always use a simple and pure heart to do Tzu Chi. Because many times we know that all the children was originally pure, but because of the contentment in the society, so we need to purify their heart.
去感恩这些当地的师兄师姐们，他们能够照顾当地的这些孩子们，然后让上人的法还有上人的慈悲走入这一片荒芜的土地上。
Yeah, because of the effort of our Tzu Chi people there, they spend a lot of effort to bring the seed of love into these children. Thank you, thank Tzu Chi because of the Bodhisattva path that all we can learn from Master's teaching. In my life of in the 70s, Master said now that we need to check our own inventory of our life. But because after I get into Tzu Chi, that everything becomes abundant in my life, full of love and kindness. So we can be the benefactor of all the victims and the people that are suffering in the world. Master said all the happiness comes from not getting more material, but it's to ask for less, actually. Master say before we can get enlightened and become a Buddha, we must make good affinity with people. So that's why I have all these opportunities to go to all different countries to learn all the different experiences when doing with when helping people. So if you want to see people smile, you need to see that you smile in the mirror first. Many people, if they have the condition or the affinity with Tzu Chi, we must hold the chance and to tell them the story and tell them about Master's teaching. And thank you all for keeping all this study group around the world. Thank you so much for everyone to learn so much. Thank you for all the staff and the big group making this possible. Sister Li Rong, don't go away. Stay on the Zoom.
扩大爱，就把苦难菩萨愿力行，慈善先行，苦济拔矣。教育跟上，利用
Sister Guanxin from Canada already do her reflection and comment.
那同时间呢，我们美国的石金师姐马上就说了，在德州水灾
Sister Li Rong is working so hard on Tzu Chi path.
和绿荣师姐有互动。
Thank you so much.
绿荣师姐真的是一位大菩萨，不仅会悟事物呢有条。
And Sister Sui Jin from United States also share her reflection, her comment.
纽泽西的家。哇，去的时候全部给我们准备。
Sister Li Rong is not only a very good Tzu Chi commissioner, but she can also cook a very good food. Always prepare Taiwanese food for us.
绿荣师姐还能做出一手健康的餐食，为我们志工填饱肚子。回想起来，真心感恩哈。那我们泰国的警署哈，就说
Whenever there is a disaster, Sister Li Rong is always there, supporting with all she had.
他下来的时候，还勇敢冲向地狱的门。今天看到介绍影片，才知道原来是绿荣师姐菩萨道上。
The first time I saw her was on the 911 when the Twin Tower was destroyed. Sister Li Rong showing up in New York.
基宏师兄跟绿荣师姐向你们致上。
She is a model of ours.
那这边周慧文也讲说，有慈济人的地方就有爱，真是让人感动。这份善的力量让全
Brother Jihong and Sister Lurong, you have all my great respect.
在高雄的慧文吗？如果是，让我知道一下，非常感恩你连续2周上线的留言。怎么样，绿荣师姐？我们来自加拿大。
We are grateful that Tzu Chi can make the world see Taiwan.
这就是科技接轨力量加成，也希望我们绿荣师姐呢，下次有
How about that, Sister Lurong? Are you touched by all these comments from different countries?
感恩，谢谢绿荣师姐，再见，谢谢您上线的分享，感恩。那我们往下
Sister Lurong, we hope you can come to Kaohsiung on site next time. Thank you so much. Thank you for your sharing.
好命的人不折不扣，好命的人哦。那木星木爱心连万人的部分，我们现在累积到哪里呢？54000。
We can see now we are trying to pray for Ukraine, so we try to collect the fund. You can see the hot lotus. We have already 54,000 pieces. Thank to the team to make all these photos. This is a new product from our compassion technology. It's called Ika Functional Cushion. It's a multiple functional cushion. It's all 100 economic recycled. It's easy to sit, to kneel, or even to exercise. It's good for meditation also. And when you sleep on the table to take a nap, it's very comfortable. It's called comfort cushion.
因为我本身呢，一定是要长期要做，一定要做坐垫嘛。那我之前的2个，我现在已经给它
It's a new product, but it will come out soon. We don't have too much inventory now.
跟他们讲说，这个真的很好哦，好，所以大家可以试试看。
Right now, I'm trying to use it.
也许他们还有1块可以让你摸一下啦，但是应该是在过几段时间才会再出来。
I actually like it.
看到我们大爱感恩呢，用环保爱地球，并且所有的钱都是大爱共善的钱。所以其实你请购这样，除了疼惜环保之外，它全部用环保的树品啊什么去做的，已经是爱。
All this money, all this benefit will go back to our
投入国际赈灾哈，所以呢非常感恩。那接下来感恩我们的图卡小组哈
fund.
现在我们来看
Go to our fund. Yes.
山下一部分这边是大陆昆山的中牧会，他说行医之路施比受更有福。我们从画面上看到的是我们台北慈院的石油。
We can see the good reflection also.
在分享的当下里面，更感受到饮水思源这个。
This is about
本身的以专业的。
The reflection on our Vice Superintendent from our Taipei Hospital. He shared about his career in his medical career, his life. And he saved many people because his gastroenterology. Another sister was touched by his story in his early life about the love to his mother and his grandmother. All his love has been so great in his medical career. He used a second-hand camera to take a picture of his mother on the riverbank washing the clothes. And that touched me very much. Sister from mainland China are very touched by doctor's story. Even her daughter, his daughter is also a doctor now. Another one is from Beijing, Sister Zhou Ruixin. It's talking about the story of Brother Huang Fuquan. They have already cultivated deeply in the community to take care of the seniors. So the seniors become very healthy and happy. And also, she also admired Sister Tzu Chi and Victor. They taught us about the communication and the emotional interaction with others. In the humanistic mission here, Brother Yi from Chongqing also said he loved how the Daai TV, our Daai TV, has been showing the great love to the world, and only report the positive and the right stories. So no matter where you are, you can see the media from Daai TV.
也非常有承担力，也非常让很多人想要把大责任丢给他。为什么？因为他真的很有承担力。掌声欢迎年轻的于如。
感恩上人金舍师父、
Next,
易如老师及
we'll have the Master Blueprint, the review of the Master's Blueprint for 2022 from May 20 to May 26. Hi everyone. I'm Yiru. So we'll cover the week in May. Last year, so early this year, we see the report that the newborn is a historical low at 80,000. Yeah. So in 2 years, we'll be entered a year with many seniors. And Master told us that we should make good use of our Jingsi Hall. For the senior who can still walk, still mobile, so their children can work, and then in the evening they can come pick up their parents home. And the reason that we set up so many senior care spots, we really would like to make the seniors more mobile and then make good use of their time. So last year, November 24th, that we worked with Kaohsiung City and then established a senior care center in Jingsi Hall in Kaohsiung. So we have different areas. Actually, they are here with us. Yeah, yeah, they are waiting for us. And you know that actually in our Jingsi Hall, we have a kindergarten here. And since we have the kindergarten and then also the senior care, so you can see that the little kids can actually interact with the seniors and bring them so much joy. They are cooking some kind of rice balls. We wish that in this case they will be more excited and then and feeling closer to each other. And these kids are really bringing some joy to the seniors. I really like to play with grandpa, grandma. They give me a hug. And it was so much fun. We feel younger. And for seniors, it's a great comfort. And actually, this is in our Daai hospital. The kindergarten daycare. They also interact with our seniors. And actually, not just in Taiwan, actually in European countries or in Japan. So they also have this kind of model, having that the children and senior learn together. So actually this kind of senior and then toddler learning together, actually they actually complement to each other. And Master told us that actually our nursing home or our care center for senior is very educational. We also taught the children to be more respectful to the seniors, and also that listen to a teaching from Master Chen. The senior actually need the younger generation to care about them. Everybody will get old, right? And as time passes by, and with the accumulation of time, that we will become older. So we want to inspire the younger generation to care for the seniors. Many times they share with us that the senior has a lot of problem with these seniors, and I would tell them that actually we don't just look at the illness of the seniors. Actually, without their efforts, how can we have such a wonderful society? So we need to respect them and And many times, some senior also mentioned to me that they feel they are useless. And actually, I told them that actually we can be useful. And actually, I will have a lifespan bank that you can deposit your 50 years into this lifespan bank. And so that if you are 75, then you are actually 25 years old. Ever since then, they feel young and their eyes are sparkling. And they told me that actually I'm only 35. You know what I mean, right? That means he or she is 85 years old. Yeah. And so I also reflect on that, and then I feel that I'm also 30-something, so I still have the energy. We can do something for the society still. Yeah, thank you, Master's teaching. Master mentioned about that the senior is useless. Do you know how old the Sister Cai Kwan is? 104 years old. So actually, old is actually our attitude. Yeah, it's not on the appearance. So that's finally share this. Don't feel you are old. Because old, we need to do more. We don't waste any time. So we want to do good thing and then become volunteer. And this is how we grow our wisdom life. Yeah. Thank you, Sister Yiru. Sister Meiyun asked how old she is. Yiru said she's already 40, but I would say you look like a 20-something. So you know that she actually put all the words into writing so that we can to facilitate the translators in translation. Yiru actually is a great model that she has assumed so much work on her shoulder. Some feedback from online, and they feedback on the Sister Lurong, the earlier speaker. I was saying that the love that spread into the Central America. It says this is Central America team. Actually, they brought the love of Master Chen Yan, to Central America. It's great that we have Sister Lurong doing so much work in Central America. Yeah, so bring the Master's love to the people in Central America. Sister Lurong and her husband Brother Jihong, they've been doing so much around the world. Next, let's see that. And
车队送温馨，活力健康爱苏醒，心灵失智照护情。而我们的麒麟长春的刘春枝，他写上。丽娜师姐在英国弘法利生爱传播，分秒不空用心做。
This is from Canada. Yeah, this is a quick summary in rhyme. And this is about last time that Sister Lina and then Sister Zhuang shares sharing about Master's footsteps.
那接下来是我们美国自由红凯，不但是写我们的顺口溜，中文顺口溜，还写英文的重点摘要。我们现在和着节奏一起来。英国爱城蔡丽娜，文法接引读。
This is about
工会推环保，苍前大爱勤精进。台南庄学导读站，爱心如树避灾难，造福人间尽心做，校园教育护平安。
And this is from Brother Richard Tsai.
YTWL 多运动，预防退化下背痛，疫情隔离退化快，爱的车队接送情，老人照顾少年爱抠，感恩上人传妙法。花莲实院张信林，失智照护做笔记，症状行为现警讯，手脑并用长照应啊，长照应。好，一次爱的鼓励给我们所有顺口溜团队。
This is too fast for me to help you translate.
好，顺口溜团队你们好，赞，感恩哈。好，那接下来呢，我们不小心按错键，但是没关系，马上就到。
Okay, let's give our Ryan team a
我们可以感受到哈，大家非常的期待，因为今天呢又是我们大
Okay, next.
剧场一来的时候，我们高雄线上读书会就有机会，然后遇到我们的演员表演艺术家。
Next, we can feel that everybody will be expecting this next program.
一个单元的一个主题单元哈，那我们可以看到，请告诉我最佳配角。
I know everybody is very happy that actors from our Daai dramas are coming. They're here
最佳配角
today.
好，我们最佳配角这边雅萍，可以请你准备一下吗？好，我们在开始进行的时候，我们最佳配角的时候，要邀约大家一起来做一个默契。当我说最佳配角的时候
Please tell me what is the name of our Daai drama this time?
也做得到，好，一起来。
The name is called The Best Supporting Role.
也做得到，很简单，对不对？大家一起说最佳配角。
So let's do it together. When I say the best supporting role, how are you gonna shout out?
我在讲，我看你写，我看你写是我也做得到。
So we all say
对
best supporting role.
比较有力气
I can do it
你
too.
就可以知道我们完全没有蕊过，所以这也是
And
一
we
个
can
现
do
场
it with
征
our
兆
hand
了。
gesture.
最佳配角，大家一起来，所有的书友跟我们一起来，帮我们按赞、转分享，同时写留言哦。所以这下子很忙碌了哈。好，最佳配角，我也做得到。再一次，最佳配角。
So actually, I just thought about this right now. If you can, share the video with your friends, share the line message with your friends. I say it again, best supporting role, I can do it too.
那在这个当下里面呢，我们可以去看到呢，他们这样的一个美编文字。我要告诉你呢，你的文编就是刚才那位于如。
We have two actresses here today.
所以我都请于如说，于如你快一点。那于如从来不拖事情的，都是马上办。
One of them's been here before. Her name is Pan
那美
Yiru.
编的部分呢，我们也是要快手处理，所以是我们高雄的陈家志师兄做出来这样的一个文宣，你们满意吗？ 满意哈，对，谢谢。
And this is our editors.
在这个最佳配角的部分呢，我们先来
One of the editor was the speaker earlier.
来，这等于最主要是要讲
Here are our
你们要这么早出
graphic designer.
很久哦，哈。
How do you like the poster, the flyer they designed? Do you like it?
是。好，那我们来先来看一下哈，为什么他不让我啊？好，那就是我们先来看一下哈。不晓得大家呢，在第一集里面去看到什么？那你如果在看戏的之前呢，就会看到我们大爱戏说真人生这一个部分，阿明主持的是真的非常，让我们可以稍微去知道一些状况哈。那在这个后面地方，大家有没有看到？你有没有看这个是第一集？哇，女儿要嫁出去了。可是呢，这个时候呢，原来我们在画面上看的时候，为什么他爸爸这样子讲，然后画面这样子跳这样跳？原来就要听听谁来讲，这个就是谁呀？就是我们的导演，导演在这个部分呢，怎么去告诉我们说他怎么去设计这样的一个桥段？那你可以看到，从戏说真人生这里就可以知道，即便这是后面即将要去演出的部分，那从这里就很多的一个幕后花絮。而在这一出剧里面的最后，大家有没有跟着以前呢？我们在最后看的时候，他会给我们说下一集的或者这一集的集体。可是这一次比较不一样，因为这一次给我们的其实是拍戏的一个幕后，让我们更去知道说当时间他们拍戏到底有什么幕后花絮。比如说我们有时候看到敏柔师姐呢，她其实在戏剧里面呢，好，这其实我们看到3位的一个本尊，大家会就觉得说，我们一直大爱剧场里面啊，本尊都会来到。
Normally, when we watch a Daai drama at the end, they have a preview of the next episode. But this time, instead of the preview, they are showing behind the scenes of how they shoot this drama.
现在没有看直播的话，一定也是看到回播。那我们来看一下这一段求亲的部分哈。
Normally, when we invite the actors, we invite most of the main actors. This time, this drama, there are 3 main actors, but only 2 came. And I'll let you know why only 2 of them here today. And this is the shooting of the first episode. The director is telling the actor he actually played the actress's father in the drama. And this is the actor that plays her father.
观众有时候会一下子会感受不到，所以你要一整场都要用，整场用下来，有主观视角，也有客观视角，因为你要让主观视角。
Father cared about his daughter a lot. He wants to make sure that people who is going to marry his daughter is going to take good care of her.
很有信心，然后到第2次又来，然后又被推回去，第3次又来，又被推回去，尤其第3次来。
So when the director is shooting the scene, he's shooting from different point of view and different angles too.
那个导演非常专注的看他，而且是非常欣赏的那个眼神。再来一点就是，后来我们在电视上去看到说，为什么他的脸会这样子？原来是那个拍他的那个叫做什么机啊？导播那个叫做什么机器？好，就是拍摄他的，他晃了一下，原来有这样的一个技巧线出现哈，所以我们非常感恩，也谢谢哈，在这一个最佳配角里面，我们去知道，那最佳配角呢一出来的话，当然大家记者会哈，那因为是台北哦，所以呢。我们也祝福春美师姐啦。她春美师姐之所以呢，她今天没办法来到主场，是因为
the director is using different camera to shoot different angles, and even with the cameras, kind of have the nodding effects.
带着他们去学习这些东西，然后还要记一大堆器械的名字，所以我觉得是很感动的。
创世基金会的行动比较不方便的，
Well, now I have to let you know the reason one of the actors, she couldn't come here because she fell a couple of days ago, so she's not able to be here with us today.
参加人医会，这整个的过程是由春美师姐她整个人生的探索。
戏里面饰演的是郑明辉师兄，然后他跟春梅师姐呢是一对间谍情深的很好的夫妻。发生什么挫折呢？明辉师兄就会在他背后默默的支持他。
These are the behind the scenes, and we are interviewing different actors.
那我们从戏说真人生里面，其实知道
how they feel after shooting this drama.
那很多一个地方汶川地震的时候到四川也都有去过。那这样的一个记者会的片段，我们会把它传到群组，在一个 Telegram、7个微信、18个 Line 里面，超过9000人的读书会群组里面，让大家去看一下。所以呢，我们全新戏剧最佳配角讲的是3位人医会的牙医助理带着勇气与信念，相互的一个扶持，要走到更远更远的一个地方。所以呢，我们今天
places at Africa. They went to a lot of places.
成为我们彼此的一个伙伴。那现在我们来看一下他们这样的一个小片花。
So this drama we are showing 3 dental assistants how they support each other and to go to a further place.
太吃力了。主角，我人医会还是咧去可以尽量，叫做需要人做到
This is one of the dental assistant in this drama.
原来就去做，做就对了。
原来就去做。
When she first started, she went to the recycle center, and later on, learning to become a dental assistant. She's reading the handbook of dental assisting, try to remember all the equipment and instruments.
他们是我的牙助好伙伴，因为有他们，我的人生也跟以前不一样了。
These are the 3 main actresses.
有苦的人走不过来，有福的人就走过去。
欢迎你们。
虽然是配角没关系，助力也能成为主力。
These dramas talk about these 3 volunteers, how they become dental assistants, and how they help each other on the path of helping others. When we talk about dental assistant, they are actually supporting the dentist, but they are also the main force when it comes to helping others. So they are not just a supporting role, they are also the main force. And these are our actors. When you see, you can tell they are, for people at Taiwan, we all know that they are very good actors. We've seen them at other dramas too.
更难的还有张大嘴巴的患者，全都不是等闲之辈。凡是可以让治疗顺利进行的事，他们通通办不到。
Elevator 和 excavator 是不一样的哦，师姐你需要回去。
And when they first, this is also from the drama, when they first become the dental assistant, they're pretty nervous, and they're also unexpected conditions.
这译者呢，就是哪里需要我们，我们就往哪里去。
当一心想成为的绿叶变成为红花，这3朵花。
So because of different incidents, they end up getting together and help and learn.
说出他们如何成为最佳配角。周一至周五晚间8点，最佳。
好，我们给最佳配角这么优秀的热烈的掌声一下哈。那接下来我要特别为你隆重的介绍这2位今天莅临的女主角。玉琴，我就没有你的了，为什么？因为你今天没有来到主场。资深的表演艺术家。
So this Daai drama is going to be showing pretty soon. Every day, Monday through Friday.
钢琴与大提琴，要不要现场演奏一下？当然不要，因为没时间。2002年获得金钟奖最佳女配角，因为2007年还有
Let me introduce one of the first actors. Her name is Huang Roumin. She's highly talented with both musical expertise and performing arts. In 2002, she received the Best Golden Bell Supporting Actress. And this is her resume. She was involved in one of the Daai dramas. The name is Calling 223. So after graduating from the musical department of National Taiwan Normal University and working as a teacher for 6 years, she gave up her job as a teacher and ended up going to studying acting, voice performance at Seattle. So upon her return to Taiwan, she won the Golden Bell Supporting Actress Award.
2019年易碎节人生表演课艺术总监跟配乐人生剧展月光的一个配乐哈，所以你就可以看到老师是很有能量的老师，
She was involved in many Daai drama.
演技咖国外剧组都来邀黄蓉。
And she's also a lecturer of the music and body course of the First Taipei International Dance Festival. She's also an artistic director and music score of live performance class. And because of her acting skills, she got auditioned overseas, almost become a Hollywood superstar.
突然渴望，突然好想看到死亡的颜色。死亡
She wake up in the morning.
是什么颜色？死亡是什么味道？
You want to see the color of death.
时值
She's wondering, what is the color of death?
我对时间的选择。
What does death smells like?
和场景的设定都精确的，一如天生贵族。
Almost midnight.
绘画师旁白黄柔敏，音乐作曲演奏黄柔敏。 那个晚上，柔敏把看到的颜色变成了画，从死亡出发，却看到生的喜悦。
So that night, she turned the color she saw into painting. And from that, she saw the joy of life.
入围及肯定，所以要热烈的掌声，再次响起哈！好。 清风无痕的你的爸爸今天没有来，别怀疑。他本来，但是他有准备。
The second actress, her name is Tiffany Huang Yiru. She graduated from Taipei National University of Arts with a degree in drama, major in acting, nominated for Best Supporting Actress at the Golden Bell Awards in 2018.
从大陆来的哈，哇！ 嫁到那个老公也太辛苦了哈。
From 2008 to 2023, she's involved in 5 different Daai drama. She once played an overseas lady coming from China. Marry a Taiwanese guy, and that was a very hard one. And this is a director used to work with her, talked about her. He mentioned that she has always been an astonishing actor with a peculiar temperament, and her decision on of her life are planned and executed in a way that shows her different personality. She grew up in a very loving family.
你知道那个毛巾就是用到整个都破掉了，然后还不愿
I
意
think her
丢，
father is a photographer, so all the
然后
pictures
再
he
买一条
took,
新的刮回去。所以出国对我们来说是一件非常困难而且非常奢侈的事情。
almost like an artwork.
那也因为这样啦，所以我小时候就一直有一个，你知道孩童的梦
And
想，
parents
就是
gave them the
等
best
我
of the
赚到一定
best.
的钱了，我一定要
And
带
they are
爸妈
very
去很多
frugal,
地方。
but they gave their kids
哇，有没有很感动？所以
with
星光
anything
闪
they
耀
want.，
温馨曼妙，最佳好主角这一个部分最佳配角暂且还没有出来，为什么？因为他们出来真是
So
太快
because of
了。
this,
但是站很久，你有没有
as a
发现
kid,
他们
I
有没有
make
洗
the
那个
wish
烦恼
that
是没有，对
one
不对？
day
所以
I'm
给
gonna
站很
take
久的
them
他们
to
也热烈
travel
掌声。不过我
all
们要
over the
一起来
world.
欢迎
That's my
我
wish for
们
them.
很爱演之最佳配角之番外篇，掌声欢迎！你们等一下再上来一次。好，是。
春美啊，你穿遮水要去对？
我要来去做环保啊！
穿安尼哦。
是。哎
So
呦喂
now
啊！
we have a
是安怎
little
啦？
show here.
那就忝啦！哎呦，师兄师
These
姐
are volunteers. They
想
have
要
a
你做环保，拢袂
little
忝，
show
我
over
真个
here.
真欢喜嘞！
因为环保菩萨用感恩的欢喜心。
The husband saying, "Why you wear so pretty? Where are you going?"
环保菩萨。
Oh, I'm going to the recycling center.
哇，春美，丽贤。
Oh my God,
快点告
I'm
诉
so
你们好消息
tired.
什么好消息
I'm stepping out the
北
cardboard.
医会议诊哈，在招志工啊。哦。对啊，那我们能做什么呢？
That's when I realized that
牙医
the
师如果
volunteer at the
需要什么器
recycling
械啊，
center,
我们就
they
递给牙医
work
师。
so
还
hard.
有
They are the
我们负
best.
责消毒器械啊。对呀对呀，我们一起来报名啊！那我们一起来
Oh, let me tell you,
报
the
名太赞了哇！医师来了，医师好，医师好，
师姐好，我来考考你们。
they are asking volunteer to be a dental
清官
assistant.
好，牙停。
Skater.
Yeah, let's go. Let's go register.
Contract.
Oh, here's a dentist.
弯角探针。
Good job.
耶！
我们
The dentist is giving us a test.
医师，你再讲一次。
我们要去约旦义
What is
诊。
scalar?
哇，太棒了！
你们要去约旦义诊？不
What is
会吧
excavator?
Yes, I do.
Oh, we passed.
可是
We
你们
passed
是
the
配
test.
角耶。
哦，配角有什么关系啊？对啊，只要我们用爱去
Dentist
付
is
出，
saying
就
that
有力
we
量
have to go to
哦。
Jordan.
你说对不对？
对呀，4年法师说，有苦的人走不过来，有福的人就走过去。
嗯，没错，
缘分来了，做就对了，
做就对了。在默默付出的过程中，
好，我们热烈掌声欢迎两位
So we're going to Jordan for the volunteer clinic. It doesn't matter that we are supporting roles. But all we do, people who have suffered cannot walk through, and those who have been blessed can walk through. All we have to do, just do it. Let's sing the song. The name of the song is called The Best Supporting Role. You can sing with us. You can raise your hand and sing with us too.
刚才是出来太早，现在就马上要离开。好 ，OK， 我们让画面上的就是这样子跑着哈。
This sounds actually very beautiful. If you have time,
这一档戏叫做
you
什
can
么？
click on the YouTube and listen to it.
最佳配角。最佳配 角的 slogan 我们刚才怎么说？我们整个退后一下，要不然导播很难 take 我们的画面啊。最佳配角换我也做得到啊。最佳
So do you remember what's the name of the drama?
所以虽然我们都
It's
是
called
配
the
角，但
Best
是是
Supporting
很
Roles.
重要的配角哈。所以最佳配角我也做得到哈。那在这边呢，我们非常感恩今天呢，就是我们从大爱剧场，虽然呢
Oh, earlier I made a slogan, so you can
对不对？
say it with
今
me.
天第5集
Best supporting role.
我们还有很
I
多
can
戏
do
还
it
没有
too.
看，但是今天呢就有很多话题可以聊。不过也因为他们2个过来，所以特别呢就是把你们2个整理出来，有没有觉得吓一跳？
很惊喜的迎接方式。
So far, the show's been showing on
真的好优秀，
TV starting this week. Right now we're on episode 5.
关心到老师，但是我们对于每一位要来这边的表演艺术家，我们团队是会做功课的。但是这个简报不要太崇拜我，不是我做的。
Because we know you're coming, we went back to our
好用心哦
video library and
只要是他们要来，我马上就丢给
we select some of your historical
就开始收了，所以一定可以去了解到。
Are you surprised?
那首先呢，就是大家呢从第1集的时候就可以看到，
Our volunteer spent a lot of time, went through those library archive and pick out those scenes.
我们看到很美的一个部分，就是我们真的没办法去想象啊，谁去做环保啊，一定要穿成这样子。可是你到现在为止，你其实在看到春美的时候，她应该你见到她的每一次，她都是很美，
她都是这样穿的。
There's a moment on episode 1.
非常温柔优雅，你看看。
对她讲。 其实应该，因为她演过
She
那个
played. It's her first day going to the recycling center, and she dressed very elegantly with a nice dress.
就服装方面，当你在接到这一档戏的时候，你看到这样子的一个服装的一个设定，你的想法是在哪里？然后你要去每一档都把自己穿得漂漂亮亮的。服装这个部分。
服装这个部分其实是服装帮我们准备的啊。不过因为本尊他
Let's talk about clothes.
每天都是要穿的美美的，到什么地方都要很端庄。
哎呦，现在要角色上升了。
对，真的哎。
When you
其实这一点呢，跟我本人其实蛮像的。
是吗？
我爸爸
是。
When you got involved in this project. How did you select the clothes that you're gonna wear? And the actress replied, actually, all the clothes were provided by the team. And I don't have to worry too much about it. And I feel very related because my father, in real life, he cares a lot about the dress code. You want me to wear elegantly with manner? And the hostess has a question. Are you going to wear, in real life, if you go to the recycling center, are you going to wear high heel shoes? The actress replied, no, I'm not. So this drama depicted time of the link 20 years. So she started when she was 40.
真的，还有时尚墨镜，
是还有时尚墨镜。哎，那在你在服装在这个部分就没有那么好的待遇了哈，相对于他，因为你还。
And the clothes I wear in the drama is very pretty and nice.
因为其实等于是柔敏，她是把那个春美师姐的本尊的状况尽量的还原。那我这边其实做了一些调整，因为我们戏里面3个女生3朵花嘛，那3个人其实都是温柔优雅、聪明。
Compared to her, your clothes is not as
上有一些比较明确的区分。
dressy as her, right?
在戏中的诠释弄得比较中性一点，就稍微帅气一点。 就是跟两个像她就是那种公主啊、娇女啊，这样就可以有比较大的差别。是。所以在这一方面，我的戏中的头发，我有尽量的还原丽贤师姐的头发，就是放下来的时候是那种卷头嘛，然后戴眼镜，戴一个比较像的眼镜。但是就是在服装上或者诠释，然后演出上是让它中性一点。所以这个其实是跟丽贤师姐本人不一样。所以大家到时候在看的时候就知道了，听到了就知道，哎，原来背后有这个状况。所以我非常感谢丽贤师姐。
So in the drama, my hairstyle is similar to the real character.
是不太一样的，精神是一样的。但是呈现的方式是塑造的比较
But the clothes I wear,
是，这样也可以去区分这三位
mostly
他们其实各有来自不同一个学经历背景家庭，但却是能够在慈济菩萨道成为很要好的菩萨道，然后就一起往前走。再来就是爸爸这一关。
And that's how I portray this role. I want it to be different from other two, so people can identify us that we are together, supporting each other, but we also have different personalities too.
就已经初恋的一个，
就是他们去联谊，然后骑摩托，那个就是抽钥匙啦。
哎，真的抽。
So on the episode 1.
但是这个戏剧没有演，所以太好了。我们这里原来他们正是因为抽钥匙，
然后
it shows that
坐在一起。
The drama shows how the boyfriend came to your house, met your father for the first time.
真的是非常幸福的，对不对？这个整个过程里面是非常幸福的。
And I wonder how you met your husband.
我可以留下那个。
We were classmates. We met each other through
对啊，让你们先好，谢谢。
different class meeting.
你可以站到旁边让他过来。我要最佳，然后配角，对，这样我有没有欺负到你？哎，没有。我们给 Doctor，Thank you，Doctor， 谢谢，请他站。哎，我们还有一张海报怎么不见了？我们有2张海报，麻烦雪玉处理一下。对呀，可以另外一张也站一下哈，但也会有一点辛苦哦。所以其实啊，在爸爸这一个部分里面，我们其实就会知道说，爸爸要把女儿嫁出去。我们来谈谈这一段。
We'll let the rest of the people. They've been standing here for a while. We just let them go backstage and rest.
没关系啦，这2位爸爸都在现场，我们真的很开心哈。今天就是除了他们2个来，2位的爸爸妈妈都在现场。
刚好都是高雄人，
是都是高雄。有没有听到？
That when your father wants to marry you,
对，热烈的掌声一下。
The guy that you like. Let's talk about how he feels and how you feel about it.
对，自由一路228号。
哇，他也走着过来了。哎，呼叫223，他们家住228，还有人把住址报告这么清楚，原因是要做什么呢？没有。
Me and
老师好，哎，那我要跟你hỏi一下的，你住高雄，你读哪一个国中啊
？I'm from 高雄。
谢谢，我读5福的。OK， 隔壁的。你呢？你读哪个？
民族国中。
民族哦 ，OK。好，对不起，这一段跟最佳配角没什么关系，
都没有关系，
完全就是学姐学妹相互相见欢的一个状况之下哈，所以我们真的非常的感恩。其实，在爸爸这个部分，你来看呢，就是在
our junior high
一旦拒绝。
was very close since we all from Kaohsiung, so we share our junior high school.
好，你来看这一个部分。
我觉得，因为大家都说嘛，就是女儿是爸爸前世的情人嘛，
是，
所以我觉得对于爸爸来说，要把他前世情人整个人生、整个手
What do you think in the drama that the father keep rejected all the guys that she brought home?
我觉得戏里面用的那个视角跟那个拍摄方式，我很喜欢。因为然后他加上他在做这个时候，因为是回忆嘛，又加了一些复古的效果。
是，
然后所以我觉得那一段大家如果漏掉的话，可以在
because people saying that daughter is
很有趣的。
lover from previous life, so it's very difficult for a father to approve daughter's boyfriend. And I find it very interesting when I watched the first episode. I want you all to go back and watch it again, but if you haven't, you can watch it too.
跳动，原来是那个导播机要这样子，摄影机要这样晃一下。是，你说
你可以解释一下，这个是一个主观的。
是。
那个画面呢，其实镜头是盖着丝袜的哦，因为导演说
Yes, I have my strong impression of the episode 1 also is I was very impressed the director's directing skill.
那个回忆是要回忆到我20几岁，
是，
那我已经50几岁了，
没有啊
Because the director want to create a scene that has a historical feeling. Therefore, he's using a special fabric cover the camera lens so that it gave an aged feeling.
原来有这样的一个过程啊！太好了，我们又学会了，原来这个是一个技巧性，
这样没有露馅。
不会，我们就回去以后，周星宏以后拍的时候镜头都带那个
带丝袜，大家都年轻了一点。
那我可以年轻一点吗？
That's why when you watch the
所以我们这样，然后接下来想请问你
TV drama, this TV drama, when it depict that scene, you feel like it's been years ago. The director was very clever to use this technique.
他会心疼啊，是，对他不准他去啊，
伤口感染啊，细菌感染啊，
对啊，没有去看医生啊，
是，真的很好，
他很担心呐，
他就是这样很的，但是问题他为什么去了解这么许多？是他跟他的职业也很有关系，对不对？
哦，因为那个他先生是个做牙模的师傅。
In the drama, the husband, anything,
就是要是我们一般的话，我们并不会想说，就是这样子解痒，你就去洗
anything I say, my husband in the drama always agree.
其实什么都支持，就在这一个点上，他其实是很
So whatever
而且两个人
I want to do, he always approve and he always let me do what I want to do. But except one thing is,
到现在从
he doesn't want me to clean those dental equipment.
可以抽成这样子，这也真的是太神奇，你知道吗？他们到目前走到哪里？
Because the husband's profession is making those the molding of the tooth.
我们给春梅跟明辉真正的本尊热烈的掌声一下。这个大概如果用抽钥匙这件事情来讲。 应该也是世界纪录了，大部分抽钥匙能抽到
And I have to tell you that in real life, this couple, everywhere they go, they are holding hands.
为什么你那么喜爱洁牙，就是把它清洁这个部分？为什么？
因为那个消毒器械这件事情，他就可以一个人安安静静。
Think about how many years they've been married, but they're still deepening in love, still holding hands.
这件事一做，他做了几年？10几年吧，将近20年。
20年，
对他觉得啊，就是以春美师姐来讲。
So in the drama, the person the character that you play is always cleaning those dental equipments. Why? Because the character, when she was cleaning those equipment, she can get very focused and she doesn't have to talk to anybody. She was introverted and unsociable back then. And she's also a perfectionist too.
她竟然是一个安静。如果今天不是这档戏，你会认识春美师姐的？来，用主场来问一下。你还没有看这一档戏，你还没有这档戏还没有上演，你认识由春美师姐的，请举手。你因为看了这档戏，开始认识这位师姐的，请举手。对了，是这样子。所以我觉得在慈济里面，真的也让人家很感动。 让一个几乎安静，他也真的躲到很幕后。我想他这一辈子都没有想到他的故事。
So the character she's portraying in real life, Sister Chunmei, in real life, she's a very quiet person. Not many people know about her. Even people here, only few people know her. People are very surprised a quiet person like her. Well, one day her story become a topic of the drama.
就这样，所以你今天不要放空，我拜托你至少这段时间不要放空。是。
So what is the hardest part of playing her? The hardest part is when she speak, she talk very slow.
我觉得那个是我们蛮早妈妈过世那一集是我们蛮开始就拍的了，就是前面1个礼拜的时候就拍的了，所以那时候就对于那个妈妈过世这件事情对我的冲击就很大。
Also,
那一场哭戏
the episode 1, her father passed away.
那个我觉得大家也要
And on the second episode, her mom passed away.
然后极度的崩溃。我觉得那场演的超好的，我看的时候真的是跟着他流泪，感受到那个很强大的痛苦。
I had a strong impact when I was playing the moment that her mom passed away. It was very emotional for me.
但是你比如说刚才所提的，让你印象深刻，是从第1集到第2集里面，其实就有很多的一个生离死别要去挑战的一个部分。好，到你看看，再接下来你看你进入那个访视，我觉得它有一
When
点
people watch Daai drama, they know the rhythm of the drama. It's very, very fast. So from episode 1 to episode 2, there are many things already happen and pass.
它就有一个字叫做什么？好，而且就是讲这样，好，就是这么好。然后
他一开始会说：“我什么都不知道，我什么都不会。”
对，
他会做不好。
好，我们那一句话要拿出来给春美师姐带回去。你不需要很厉害才开始，但你要开始才会很厉害。那一样，本来不会学的就会，样样学会，增长智慧。她本身呢，春美师姐就是这样子。她的确，我在听她讲的时候
Sister Chunmei in real life,
我不会。可是她最后虽然不会以后
she has a special character that when people ask her to do any kind of volunteer work, all she say is just one word, okay, very softly. She always say, oh, I don't know how to do it. I don't know how to do this, I don't know how to do that, but I will try to do it.
那我下次加油，我游出美丽不能输。
对，所以来本尊上身拍手一下哈。所以其实你就可以
one of
知
the
道要
episode,
去挑战的时候是不容易。你看她是一个这样的小公主，然后那么洁净，她要走入那个访视里面，其实她人家有跟她心理上有已经的做了什么
person who needs
心理
help.
建设了。
And when she went into the room, due to the foul smell, she couldn't enter the room and she wanted to get out of the house.
你讲到这个这样子，我在想你在戏剧里面那一条手帕是你自己设定的吗？
是。
是，
因为我觉得游春美师姐她应该手上会有一个东西让她可以紧握着，因为她跟别人讲话什么什么她都会很紧张。
是，
然后她很爱干净，所以她什么事情都要这样子把自己打理好，然后再跟别人。
Oh, I noticed that when you play this character, you always have a handkerchief.
就是手帕。
当你在设计这个时候
Did you come up with the idea?
他们觉得很好啊。
Oh yes, I did. Because in real life, she's a very neat and clean person, and she gets nervous. Therefore, when I think about that, I think a handkerchief will be a good way of showing her personality. And when I brought up the idea to the director, he said, "Yeah, I'll go prepare many handkerchief for you to use."
是演不好啦，但是应该演得来，但是演不好，就是要看情况去。所以你看看，老师在这个时候，因为是教表演的，他知道在紧张的一个状态，应该是用什么去放轻松，让自己知道。所以这时候
I don't know if I will be a very good person to play the Chunmei, Sister Chunmei.
设定到连我们的导演都
Because
觉
we're
得
kind of
非常
different.
非常的觉得赞的一个状态哈。所以在这个地方，你也可以来谈谈，但你看个案的部分，个案的部分。
昨天那一集。
So I think the handkerchief is a good idea. It shows that she observed well and she's a very good actress that can observe others.
秀月在里面是一个癌末，然后是一个脾气极差、状况极多的人，所以我觉得这一段看到他们俩之间的对手戏是很精彩的啦。
And let's talk about the second actress.
让大家可以有机会去看看昨天那一集。
昨天就有一些。
昨天已经有。
In the drama, I went to visit a patient who's at the end of the cancer stage. And that was very emotional for me.
包括呢，细说真人生这个部分，其实范瑞君他说，当导演找他、制作人找他这一段，他其实是不要的，因为演这样的戏，基本上自己是很伤的。
对，因为身心灵都是在一个极折磨，然后情绪也是在一个很不好的情绪。
对，
所以他就我们演员也会考虑嘛，接这个戏我会不会能量会受影响啊，还是我会不会？因为这个角色，然后觉得太沉重啊，其实这个都是我们要考虑的。
那我顺便问你，那你们两个人在介绍角色，制作人
We can tell from behind the scene that when the director asked me to accept this role, I didn't want to take it at first because I know as an actress, as an actor, playing this kind of role, it's going to be very emotional and have a big impact to my mental status. But I'm willing to take the challenge.
他们会愿意，还有你的爸爸妈妈2位摄影师愿意哈？哎，他今天 OK 好，那等一下台上，因为我们要问过。
Oh, I also wants to share that whatever I wear in the drama, my mom always asks me to take a picture and send it to her because she wants to see what I wear.
真人真事的故事是非常动人的，这就是。第一是真的，第二就是生命影响生命的，而且都是很美好的故事。所以我觉得每次在演大爱的，除了在表演上很过瘾，然后在整个戏的参与过程中，也会有很多心灵的提升。我觉得这个是太棒了。所以只要是大爱的戏，我绝对都是，我就什么都不管，我就好，我要接，好，我要接，然后再去多一点了解。
真的到那，我想要问一下2位，
being an actress in the Daai drama, I had a great time acting. It's very challenging, and because everything is a true story, so I feel like as an actor, I learned a lot from it too. What is the most challenging thing for you as?
衣服都比较端庄一点，讲话也比较温柔一点，很像跟我自己也蛮像的。所以我觉得最大的挑战是他们到。
I have to say the person I portray is very close to my real personality because I talk slow and very softly.
你们既然已经提到这个，我们请导播，我们
So the biggest challenge I have to say is when I went to Jordan.
只是做一位牙科义诊的助理，卯足全力，即使只是
I didn't actually go to Jordan. It was actually shot in Taiwan. We found a place that's look a lot like Jordan. Jordan is far away from Taiwan. And think about having all these actors, equipment shipped to Jordan. And it was during the time of pandemic. People cannot go out. What they going to do? Well, they found a place at Taiwan. It looks like a desert. And when they were shooting, it's very windy and sand. And they all went to the lens of the camera. So as the actors, they feel like they are in Jordan.
在黑暗中点燃一丝光芒，我想，或许这真的是我们来这里最大的意义。
4月6号起，周一至周五晚间8点，最佳配角点亮星光。
配角点亮星光。好，那导播呢？现在又可以
So it was a severe challenge because of the global pandemic. And also, Jordan is 8,000 kilometers away. So recreate the scene is very challenging, but they did it, and it's hard to tell. Now we have our actors' parents here on the stage. We're so blessed to have their parents here with us.
因为那个风沙是极大到我们的眼睛的眼睑基本上都会常常击杀，就是那个风是哇一直会吹进来，然后常常一阵风我们就。
What do you think about the scene that they recreated at Taiwan?
那加上那个地方，大家可以看到那个尘土是。
Oh, I remember it was so windy that day. While shooting, the wind and sand just went into my eyes. I couldn't barely open my eyes. My mouth, eyes were all filled with sand.
然后加上那个时候的义诊是搭帐篷。然后帐篷是风已经吹到一度帐篷都要倒掉。
And when it rained,
那我们又在帐篷
it became muddy
加上我们的其中一个挑战
on the ground.
其实是很热的。因为除了穿那个蓝天白云之外，我们因为义诊
So it was very challenging physically to everybody,
浴帽，然后
not just the actor but the staff also.
然后戴完全防水的手套，然后又在里面那个
And we were shooting in the tent.
进来那个热度又是倍增的。所以那个整个我们
It was hot, and we were inside the tent. We were wearing uniform with protective gear and gloves. When the sun went into the tent, our clothes is like sauna, sweating the whole time.
就摄影师啊，或者摄影机，或者录音师的录音。
The shooting environment, and it was during the pandemic too, so people need to be social distancing. It was hard.
走了，然后雨就一直这样下下来，可是我们还没拍完。
I remember we have all of a sudden we have rain or have wind.
然后风雨交加这样子，然后导演坚持一定要拍完，所以我们就想了很多办法借位啊，干嘛的，我们就最后还是。
Sometimes the tent just got blown away, but we're still shooting.
分享这一段那个秘辛哈，真的拍戏是很不容易的。哎，我
A lot of time we have to shoot at night too, and the director insists we have to finish on the spot.
那它的确就是风沙那么大。
哦，风沙就那么大哈。
So despite all the challenges and obstacles, we were able to complete the shooting.
就很多的师兄姐到那边都觉得，这个像，就是像约旦这样的一个场景哈。而我们在最后，谢谢提醒哈，我们在最后的时候。
Yeah, I didn't know about this place. It's very windy. It's like a normal. So the crew were able to find a place to shoot without going abroad. That was amazing.
Roumin 是演他的就呼叫223，也是我们高雄的哈。那他的先生的他以前的计程车号就是223，所以如果大家有听看美玲师姐的故事就知道，那他也因为演了美玲师姐这一档戏，他入围了金钟的女主角奖。好，来那个您可以说说话吗？您在看这一档戏，或者是
This couple here that's standing, you used to play her before. And because of this role, she got nominated for the Golden Bell Award.
来，请说。
看到她演那一段哈，每一次都紧张的时候都
一直。
Have you watched this show so far? Oh, I don't have a TV because I live in the mountain. But I was able to watch it, a few scenes.
这一次呢，就是虽然我的本尊呢因为跌倒无法到高雄来，因为他住台北，但是我们没想到我们两
I
位
was very impressed when she got nervous in this scene that she used her handkerchief to show her nervousness. I wish her the best. So we have today 2 actors came. One couldn't make it. We're still very happy that we can invite them here, and they also bring their parents.
不用好，妈妈你要不要讲？真的，爸爸要讲，麦克风好，1分钟内哦。
I'm gonna sing them a song.
爸爸看女儿演戏怎么样
To welcome them here and extend my bless for them.
我也是音乐老师。
老师好。
Do you want to say anything?
音乐老师。
Father wants to talk.
因为罗平小时候我就培养他要当音乐老师，所以他一直在努力的。
I'm a music teacher too.
我呢，不用我对小孩子呢。
I retired music teacher.
眼里面呢带有爱，这个是我的教育。
When my daughter was little, I want her to be a musician.
对就对，不对不对，爱就是爱。这个是我个人，因为我也是老师了哈。
老师好。
I was strict, but also with lots of love.
老师今天无法专题演讲哦。
好，不能演讲啊，那就 I'm sorry, thank you.
Thank you. 来，我一定要讲一下，来，所有人给老师献上最敬礼。我们敬爱你呀，谢谢你，为你献上最敬礼，敬礼老师好。
Sorry, I cannot say too much today, but thank you.
OK， 所以我们非常的感恩哈。那这边妈妈，你真不讲话吗？摄影师，他妈妈是摄影师，妈妈爸爸。
大家好。
Please take a bow to teacher.
大爱这边的戏都很享受，那看到女儿演戏也是觉得很享受。
是，就觉得哇，
很感恩呐。
好，然后最后，请你
Do you want to say anything?
到底什么时候才会出现在这一档最佳配角
This is the mother of the actress.
真的要听吗？
She used to be a photographer.
应该就在今天，应该就在今天。
I enjoy watching my daughter performance.
有一些深刻的亲情戏要登场。
亲情戏要登场哦，所以既然是
跟妹妹的、跟爸爸的都非常的深刻。我们有几次真的是感动到导演喊卡，我们的眼泪都停不下来。
哇，
对。
Would you let me know when you're gonna
敬请期待最佳配角就在
be
今天
on the
晚
show?
上。我们
So far, I haven't seen you yet.
一如即将上来。
I think I'm coming today.
请来，我们最后连续2次
So
哈，最佳配角
please
来。
go
最佳
watch the
配角我也
drama today. I will be there tonight.
最佳配角我也
Let's say it at the end together. Best supporting roles. I can do it too. Thank you so much.
我们邀请大家慢慢的站起来，慢慢的站起来。老师慢慢。
So from the theme song from the upcoming drama for the best supporting role, I would like to invite our activities team to guide us with these activities.
交叉打开，
请不必给我光芒，是学习让我成长。那些耀眼的勋章，
两个，
请陪在伙伴的肩膀，
双手往前做伸展。
虽然来自不同的世界，
再两次，
总有许多差别。也领略不同的智慧，
开开收收，
在默默付出的过程中，
打开，
我们是配角，
往前，
在关怀与感谢之间，用心搭起一座桥，
眼睛单手上，
决定向前奔跑，就不会怕跌倒，
眼睛双手上，
是对的。就会尽力做好，
双手开开收收再一次，
在筚路蓝缕的足迹中，我们是配角，在沉默的世界边缘，送出温暖的拥抱。
眼睛单手上，
当你累了、倦了，需要一个依靠，
眼睛双手上，
我们都在，让你信任的配角。
打开，我们画个大圆，吸气上，打开，吐气下。掌声，谢谢我们活动组的伙伴，最佳配角我也做到了，请坐。这边我们台北的实境说大爱剧场演员个个都是被大爱剧场剧中的人物感动，演出来都是那么的美丽的。
So let's give round of applause for our activities team who've been leading us in this stretch exercise. And from here we have our feedback from Taipei saying that our actors have always been the most personal portrayal of the characters. And they really brought to life their beautiful stories. And one of the feedback was saying that after meeting one of the actors one of the characters in person, they started watching this drama, and then they're so glad to see the actors be here today. So from one of our staff who was in charge of the articles writing, was expressing her admirations to the actors and how they were able to create a lot of the lasting impressions for the stories. And so the feedback was saying that the actors shouldn't starve themselves just to look better on camera. They should still be mindful of their health.
The actress Huang Roumin played the role too real. 他说你演绎的真好，把这个角色诠释的真的非常好。泰国的警署说，好棒的最佳配角是许多慈济菩萨的写照。在凡是强调物质功利的现代社会，慈济用爱重构世界，有爱人人是大人物，人人都要来看最佳配角，人人都是最佳女主角。谢谢黄柔明老师、潘艺如。
And from our listeners in Thailand is saying that the characters are a representation of a lot of the Tzu Chi volunteers, and they embody the spirit of great love. And they're very grateful for them for influencing other people with the stories of their lives.
我们北京的姚石金说：“老师，你是真的值得最敬爱的一位老师。”所以老师你好，有人会问一些留言好，所以非常的感恩，一并再次掌声最佳配角，我也做得到，也感恩呼叫223。
From listeners were saying that the teacher was one of the most respectable. So once again, let's give a round of applause to our best supporting roles, and believe that all of us can be a great supporting roles. And once more, give a round of applause to our activities team, whether it is from the skit earlier or the exercise. And now back to our program today. From here, you can see the feedbacks from a sheriff from Canada, and share that from the past 11 years, Canada has been diligently moving forward. And especially since at the beginning of the Native Canadian medical outreach that started in 2015, has brought the traditional Chinese acupuncture medicine into these communities and increased their acceptance. And from our listener in Shandong, they're sharing that for those who, even though they may not be Tzu Chi volunteer themselves, they're still a big supporter of Tzu Chi. So to be able to be approachable and be humble in learning and studying is it's an attitude that we all must have.
创始人张子睿的一个分享，自种福田，自得福缘哈。那其实他发现他身边的人自己会自愿选择素食的是不多的，但是呢，如果把
And feedback from regarding the meatless markets, when the founders were sharing with us, have said that many people who will voluntarily pick a vegetarian diet has been few. But if you're able to present them with an attractive option, then it will nonetheless influence the decision. And they were happy that the dining table is the decision. And just like much of their lives, how they spend it, how do they eat, and it will follow the principles of loving kindness and compassion.
还有包括呢，马来西亚陈继年师兄在尼泊尔这个地方去发现的苦难救拔的同时，也遇到很多真实的人生故事来分享，所以他把一期一会这样的感动都写下来，感恩所有书写善效应的人哈。好。
And so as feedback is regarding a lot of the people who share their experiences in Tzu Chi and through the many years that they stayed with what they do and cultivating in their location has been a very motivating factor for them. So next, let us welcome our speaker today, which is a feature writer. He has written many books, and he is the vice CEO of the Tzu Chi Charitable Foundation. And our publication today is actually being made by one of the new members from the US, as well as our new members of our art team. As you can see, this person, some of you may recognize, which is our Oscar Best Actress. And she does have affinities with Tzu Chi. So for our offices in Malaysia, she will go and volunteer there and help clean the office. So we'd like to congratulate her for winning the Best Actress title for the Academy Awards. So for our speaker today, not only has he has a connection with the big stars, he also has connections with a local grandma, because the grandma has said that they've been waiting to see him in person for 8 years. And today, now that knowing that he's going to be in Vietnam to share, she has been waiting. We've been waiting for him. Unfortunately, this grandma has passed away not too long ago. But at least she was able to satisfy her wish of meeting the person that she's waited 8 years for. So we're grateful for the opportunity. And I'm sure that he wouldn't mind me sharing these stories, even though he never gave me his permission. So for a lot of our Tzu Chi volunteers, you may have been familiar with who he is. And now I'd like to share a little bit of him when he was much younger. And that's when he donated the Kuala Lumpur office in Malaysia in 1996. And after establishing office in Malaga, he's been taking over and take the responsibility as the local director. And this is his wife, who shared that a lot of people who see the beauty of Tzu Chi and they're really attracted to joining in this group and how to bring their husband into this organization. And even though they're well-established entrepreneurs, they were still contributed a lot of the time. And after spending 90% of his time in Tzu Chi, he realized that he doesn't have any more affliction, doesn't have any worries. His vision has become very clear. And from sharing that the money that he gained in Malaysia will be used completely in Malaysia. When he decided to donate his earnings, he didn't really consult with me, and that is who he is. From 2001, Kuala Lumpur has been the first in establishing a community volunteer program. Whether it are a well-to-do businessman or local volunteers, everyone get together and contribute and share the same role. So when I put my palms together, I actually have the most sincere gratitude for them giving me the opportunity to help them. In 2010, the Jinsi Hall started the groundbreaking construction. And the name changed. So now with the Jinsi Hall established, there's more than 10,000 volunteers in the greater Kuala Lumpur area. So from the history that we can see, from this point, we know how our speaker today started his role and has have a very firm step and vision. And his stories has been portrayed in a Daai drama that many of our volunteers, many people have witnessed. And their stories, even though we have heard many times, every week he still has new stories and new ideas to share and to tell. And every episode, every week, will have more than 10,000 views. And for a period of time, Brother Jiyu is actually in Singapore. So from here, we'll share with you how he was when he was in Singapore. After 2 years of construction, in 2005, Singapore Jinsi Hall has opened, and we have the opportunity to have the local representatives as well as the abode masters bringing blessings from Dharma Master Zhen Yan. And from this, so from our screen today, we'll connect with our speaker today. So let's welcome him.
No matter whether Brother Jiyu is in Malacca or in Singapore, he's always doing his best. He has walked so many paths in the past. Thank you, Brother Jiyu. We know that Master always concludes her teaching with be more mindful. And this is the topic for Brother Jiyu today. So he said, just look at him. There's no PPT to look. This is the first speaker that doesn't have any PPT. Let's give him a round of applause. Thank you, Teacher Meiyun. Dear Dharma family, good day. Can you hear me? Yes, very clear. I saw on screen the live the live show in Kaohsiung. It's very lively. It's very colorful and exciting. I want to give Teacher Meiyun for praise her for such a wonderful job. When we saw historical things happening today, on March 8th, I went to some friend's home. I went to 13 countries and 10 days. In the busy 9 days, we visited 13 offices for 33 sharing events. Without COVID restriction, our days are busier with more on-site events. All local offices took the special chance to fill the days with great interactions. We were almost dehydrated, dried, and mashed into powder. Fortunately, with strict trainings before, there was no problem. There's no problem in Cantonese. My topic is be more mindful. In Cantonese, it's 多用心. Don't worry or get upset, just be more mindful. That's Master's favorite. She always concludes her teaching with, be more mindful. To remind listeners when listen, explain, share, and use the Dharma. In addition, when walk, stay, sit, lie down, talk, move hands or feet, deal with people or matters, we need to be more mindful. These 3 words are soft, but their meaning is strong. The common words carry the essence of life and great wisdom. By concluding each teaching with be more mindful, Master Cheng Yen emphasizes their importance. When we drive and are in control, it's easy not to hit others. To avoid being hit by others, it's more difficult because it's in others' control. Similarly, it's easier not to gossip about others with our virtue and control. But to prevent others from gossiping about us is beyond our control. Sometimes it's hard to control ourselves, not to mention controlling others. Heroes can conquer the world, but may not conquer themselves. Traffic accidents occur often in certain areas because mindless drivers tend to drive poorly there. Human negligence resulted in accidents. Why did only you cause accidents while others were safe? Because of your negligence. However, some mindful drivers may still hit by others due to affinity and karma created in the past. Yeah, it's still our own problem. Mindless people neglect their surrounding danger and fall into traps when driving through dangerous streets. Whereas mindful people concentrate on driving and react quickly. No matter how treacherous the surroundings are, they can still handle mindfully. They can prevent any danger and crisis from happening. If occasionally they face difficult problems, they use wisdom to turn danger into safety. Therefore, wisdom belongs to mindful people. Impermanence comes from accidents. Accidents come from negligence. Negligence comes from bad habits, and bad habits link with mindlessness. You can't change fate by changing feng shui or names. You have to change bad ideas and habits. Instead of blaming fate for our troubles and accidents, we should blame our mindless habits. Occasionally, negligence comes from not enough experience, bad judgment, or insufficient alertness. Sometimes it is detrimental to focus on bad matters and do wrong things. When heavy rains blocked drivers' views on a Malaysian highway, they parked on the shoulder with high beam on to be safe. This is mindfulness prevents loss. Yeah, this is what happened in Malaysia. Tragedy happens with wrong judgments. We see others' mistakes clearly as bystanders, but make the same mistakes when we are in their situation. That's why Master reminds us to be more mindful, to cultivate our mind based on others' experiences, to develop our vigilance with the Dharma among people. This is called to train mind with matter, to cultivate mind with stillness, and to build mind in every place. These 3 points remind us to be more mindful, to use our mind, and not to just eat more snacks. That's the pun. The more we use our minds, the sharper and more powerful they will be. The less we use them, the weaker they are. Just like singers lose their voices and pianists stiffen their fingers without practices. After lying in bed for 2 months, people need to slowly learn how to walk a few steps again. The same principle applies to mindfulness. Bad habits, insufficient experience, or mindlessness will result in life crisis. They are the potential causes of impermanence. Whenever the cause meets the mature condition, results happen beyond our control. Thus, hidden cause became visible outcome to give us the torture of impermanence and suffering. We can't say we don't know whether impermanence or tomorrow will come first anymore, because one day is too long. a big business CEO in Malaysia, looked very normal before his presentation to a huge group a few months ago. In 2 minutes, he died of heart attack. He was only 61. The difference between life and death was only 2 minutes. People used to say, goodness creates good effects, badness creates bad effects. When the time isn't right, there is no effect. Now we should say, there's always an effect coming immediately. It's comforting that the CEO's death is respectful and painless. It's a good ending, though difficult. Yeah, we recite a sutra for him immediately, so he could go peacefully. We have cultivated ourselves for a long time. Do we know where we are going after death? Can we die with respect and without pain? This is a big challenge. Most people suffer from aging and illness before death. Sometimes they are insane or in coma. It's not easy to die so cleanly and quickly. This alerts us that impermanence may come any minute. Coffins are for dead people, not just for old people. One person dies whenever he can breathe. This impermanence can happen to anyone. Therefore, don't overlook a small habit. A careless life habit may cause impermanence. For example, a small match worthy a few pennies can attack and burn a huge mansion worth billions of dollars and destroy happiness. We should ask ourselves, how many matches do we carry on with us? Mindless behaviors and speeches are bad habits, like small matches with destruction power of a gunpowder factory. We need to be cautious. We need to caution that every bad habit is a small match. Ordinary people usually enjoy their blessings at good times, hardly warn themselves about impermanence. Only when bad effects come with ill fates and everything goes wrong, they wake up to the impermanence of life. Life is not always perfect. At this moment, people with good roots approach benefactors and look for solutions. This is the beginning of cultivation, also the reason of Four Noble Truths: suffering, aggregation, cessation, and path. People without good roots are not interested in the cause of worry and suffering. They just blame on fate and other people, then continue to perish. Some people think they are born to enjoy blessings. When things go against their will, they only blame on the unfair God. We learn Buddhism to eliminate wrong concepts and learn right views. To build this outlook of life takes a long time of daily practice. We always say it takes several years of sufficient preparation to change the mind in a few seconds. You learn the Buddhism for 1,000 days and you use it in 1 day. Without daily practice, we can't react quickly. The more we practice, the more smoothly we react, or even automatically. Same as mindfulness. With enough practice, we will have the right mindset and be mindful automatically without any reminder. This is the deep, wondrous Dharma. Read more sutra, listen to more Dharma, volunteer more, listen to our master's teaching, attend more book clubs every day. And attend the study groups more. These are all free and guaranteed to teach us well to practice changing mindset and being mindful and prepared. With preparation, there is no suffering. Without preparation, sufferings come. It's not enough to only recognize the impermanence of life. It's critical to make the best preparation to be more mindful in everything. Only when we prepare, learn, and experience mindfully for a long time and make mindfulness a life habit, our actions are safe. Be more mindful is to think, observe, listen, ask, understand more. When talking, focus on mouth. When walking, focus on feet. When helping others, focus on hands. When doing things, focus on mind. Speaking is an important subject and needs more mindfulness. Making speaking mindfully a life habit and personal strength. It is the best way to bless ourselves. Because you hear your speaking the first, and you hear your bad words the first. When you're gossiping, you're hurting yourself, and when you say good words, you're blessing yourself. Last year at annual blessings in Taipei, a commissioner said, "Master, I spent all time to care for elders now, and these elders are hard to fool." Master said, "Let's not fool them. We need to comfort them and build their confidence. Instead of fooling, we comfort them." Another time, a commissioner leading a huge event said, "Master, since there are so many people in the rehearsal, I have to be quick, ruthless, and accurate." Master immediately told her, "It's good enough to be quick and accurate. Don't be ruthless." Master considers ruthless a malicious word, not a peaceful sign. Too violent. I was with the master at Taipei's Tzu Chi hospital once. The team of doctors and nurses vowed to manage the hospital well for Master to laugh with mouth and eyes. Master was happy. Then we went to Taichung Hospital. Someone mentioned this vow to make Master laugh with mouth and eyes, and asked, "What is your vow in Taichung?" People were not prepared, and everyone was quiet. So I said, "Make Master's heart flower in raging bloom." Master said, there is a word raging there. Everyone laughed. Yeah, because raging is not that great. Similar to ruthless, raging isn't a good word. I can always learn from Master. Several years ago, a group of Singapore and Malaysia businessmen visited Master. One man said, Master, before joining Tzu Chi, when I saw many volunteers happily doing Tzu Chi work, I felt they were crazy. Now I'm a volunteer and find myself also crazy doing Tzu Chi work. Master said, your word crazy means walking out of the burning house and going among people to cultivate mind, to change a bad expression into such a beautiful one is not only wits, but pure Buddha wisdom. Ordinary people don't have this kung fu. Master emphasizes on eloquent speech and right word. When she is ill, she says, when my body slides down, I worry some people assume only the work without the responsibility. Instead of being ill or sick, she uses slides down. So she uses beautiful words. Sometimes she says, I am preparing for the time I go, which sounds better than when I'm not here or pass, right? Go is better than die. This is mindful speaking for us to learn. Several years ago, when Master went to Taipei Tzu Chi Hospital, a doctor talked about a commissioner with terminal cancer. He told her the success rate for her operation was 50%, and most people chose to risk it. The sister worried about the 50% failure rate, and if failed, she couldn't donate her body to Tzu Chi University Medical School. So she chose not to operate. The doctor said, I think the sister's brain has a problem. Master said, don't say her brain has a problem. Say she has too much love. For the same situation, we see the difference between the speech of a wise man versus an ordinary person. Now, Tzu Chi volunteers in Jordan are still delivering living supplies at refugee camps. Before COVID, we provided several free clinics there. The refugees were so grateful to the medical team that they cooked a big pot of cabbage soup to show their appreciation. A medical team member shared with Master, there was no water nor electricity. With such bad hygiene, we dare not to eat the cabbage soup. Master said, instead of dare not to eat, how about saved it for them? One word represents one thought. Dare not versus saved it, pressured it too much. to eat. One word represents one thought. It's reasonable for the medical team to worry about hygiene and diarrhea. Should they eat or not? But dare not to eat shows contempt. Master uses her wisdom and compassion to suggest, with limited supplies, please save it for yourselves. You are so lack of supplies, we really want to save it for you. What a wisdom and a compassion. About 30 years ago, Malaysian volunteers needed training on charity visits. I went to Taiwan to ask Master for trainers. Master said, commissioners in Taiwan are very busy. You do charity visits well in Malaysia and can find local trainers. I was embarrassed and said, Master, I'm in Taiwan now. And just want to get some resources somehow. In Taiwanese, Master said, if you want somehow to get, I will somehow give. If you do your best to get, I will do my best to give, with a lot of zen. Don't back out when facing reluctance. Persevere with sincere heart, and you will succeed. This teaching from our wonderful teacher is forever memorable to me. Just like in the Lotus Sutra, Buddha Shili asked the Buddha to teach the Lotus Sutra. Yeah, because he kept on asking until the Buddha agreed. That's why Master said we need to thank Shili Buddha. Did not back down until 3 times. Yeah, we just need to be persevere. If you ever attend Master's sharing with volunteers, you will notice Master always listens mindfully and patiently to every sharing and provides feedback and teaching. Sometimes we see nothing special about the volunteers sharing, but Master always provides timely admiration and gratitude and teaching. Master demonstrates the first vow of Samatha Bhabra, respect all Buddhas. She respects every volunteer as a future Buddha. This practice creates lots of good karmas with sentient beings and is a model for the enlightened one. That's why she has disciples all over the world without ever going abroad. His teaching with own behaviors and words is the most valuable treasure Master gives us. This precious Dharmakaya relic is more valuable than the relics of Buddha tooth or finger. I've shared my personal experiences and learnings from following our Master. I record every day in order to share now. Why does Master say be more mindful in her teaching and not use more brain? The reason is simple. Ordinary people think with brain, and sacred think with their mind. Brain is a function, and mind is a nature or essence. We cannot see with just eyeballs. Only with the nature, eyes can function. When people die, they can't see with their eyeballs because the nature is gone. Light bulbs lit up because of the bulbs and electrical current. The electric current is the nature, and the light bulbs are functions. Similarly, mind is the nature behind organs. And eyeballs are functions. Another example to make it clearer, Jingsi, Dharma lineage is the nature, and the Tzu Chi school of Buddhism is the function. The functions are visible. The Dharma lineage is the nature. The head leads all rice dumplings, and the school of Buddhism is the function. The strings connect all rice dumplings. Once we see and distinguish clearly the relationship between nature and function, we can see the Buddha when flowers bloom and fall, see waves and water, see beauty and her skeleton. When we see others' shortcomings, we think about our own shortcomings and won't criticize or blame others. Thus, we can reflect upon our own nature when seeing everything and everyone. This is to understand the mind and see the nature. And the reason why Master reminds us to be more mindful and not use more brain. This concludes my 30 minutes sharing online. Looking forward to seeing you all again. Can you see me? Can you hear me? Thank you, Brother Jiyu. Time is about right. Okay, I will finish when it's still going well. When the camera is there, I start. When the camera is gone, I will close. I'm looking forward to seeing you all again. Best wishes to everyone's cultivation of blessing and wisdom. Be full of Dharma joy. Goodbye. Brother Jiyu is so smart. With smart look and smart teaching, sharing. Teacher Meiyun voice sounds very loud and clear. Sister Tzu Chi is complimenting Brother Jiyu for giving us such a wonderful sharing and positive energy.
所以呢，真的非常的感恩大爱台的同仁。花莲文代他说，感恩刘继宇父母分享句句都是金句，提醒我们小脾气如果不
she has a wonderful background there. He has his own photo workplace to take this picture for his video show. We need to remind ourselves all the time. We also wonderful feedback from Canada. Yeah, we need to practice mindful, being mindful. Oh, she reminds how wonderful the experience was meeting Brother Jiyu the first time in Malaysia. Okay, Brother Jiyu just said a poem that about how he and his wife took care of different local offices for Tzu Chi. The most respectful thing about Brother Jiyu and his wife is their dedication and respect and love to Master Zheng Yan. We are so grateful to you. We always enjoy your teaching. Brother Jiyu and his wife started with charity work, and then they emphasize a lot on education. That's why Malaysia volunteers can do so much in such a short time. No matter whether there is a COVID or whatever, they could still do great work. They brought teachers from Malaysia to Taiwan to learn the Tzu Chi education, because Teacher Meiyun was with them the whole time. She was very impressed. At that time, Teacher Meiyun was still working. The Malaysia teachers all watched Teacher Meiyun's videotape. The smart king of children. That's why they all felt Teacher Meiyun to be very familiar. That's when you were young, right? And Meiyun's sister said, yes. Oh, so Brother Jiyu said, I'm not saying you're old, but you have rich experiences. So after teachers, they brought all the businessmen back to Taiwan. And so they were able to bring about so many wonderful changes in Malaysia. And they are also into the environment. They are making the environment green. Kuala Lumpur, Jingsi Hall, is the first green building in the whole world. The Jingsi Hall in Kuala Lumpur. Wow, even when they built it, there was no noise. I mean, everything was well planned. Let's applaud to them. And also the Jingsi Hall in Kuala Lumpur was donated by businessmen from local businesses. That's why I know them so well. The reason Brother Jiyu is holding his ear is because his earpiece is getting loose. That's why he has to hold on to it. Okay, it's time to say goodbye. Bye-bye, Brother Jiyu, and we look forward to seeing you next time. Thank you so much. Now let's go back to look at our Jingsi products. This is the factory of Jingsi in the Jingsi bowl. These are all the products, the sesame powder, the sesame drink. And Mother's Day is coming, lots of presents that you can buy for your mother or friends' mothers. And these are the hand wash lotions. We wish you good health. Next week, we have Burmese volunteers. And Sister Fangwen from US will lead the study. And some feedback. Oh, we are also going to Poland to hear the sharing from the couple who helped the Ukraine refugees recover. And Professor Zhang Lifen will come to share. And these are special products for the book study. We love to be with you because you have positive energy. There is only beauty by hard work, not glory coming from waiting. It's okay for people not to have power, but people have to have influence. Thank you. Best wishes to you. We look forward to seeing you again next week. Okay, now we need